History of my oldest ancestors from whom I am very proud to descend. September 10, 1167, die Matilda, Empress and Queen of England, my 29th grandmother, 3 times my grandmother, wife of Godfrey V Plantagenet, Earl of Anjou, grandmother of the Kings of England, Richard Lionheart and John without Earth, and the great-great-grandmother of King Dom Afonso III of Portugal, my 25th and 26th grandfather. Matilda, Empress and Queen of England, was born in Winchester, February 7, 1102, and died at Rouen, September 10, 1167, was the daughter of Henry I, King of England, and Matilda of Scotland, Princess of Scotland, paternal granddaughter of William I, the Conqueror, 1st King of England, and Matilda of Flanders, and maternal granddaughter of Malcolm III, King of Scotland, and St. Margaret, Queen of Scotland. Matilda of England was a suitor to the English throne during the civil war known as the Anarchy. She was the daughter of King Henry I of England and his first wife Matilda of Scotland, having gone to live to Germany as a child after marrying Emperor Henry V of the Holy Roman Empire and becoming Empress consort. Matilda travelled with her husband in 1116 to Italy, where she was crowned in a controversial ceremony in the Basilica of St. Peter, and acted as an imperial regent in the region. Matilda and Henry had no children. The emperor died in 1125 and the crown was taken by its political rival, Lotto II. Meanwhile, his younger brother William Atheling, Duke of Normandy, died in 1120 in the wreck of the White Boat, leaving England to face a potential succession crisis. His father called Matilda back to Normandy after the emperor's death, fixing him marriage to Godfrey V Plantagenet, Earl of Anjou, in order to form an alliance to protect his borders to the south. Henry I did not have other legitimate children and thus appointed Matilda as his heir, causing his court to take an oath of loyalty to her and his successors. The king died in 1135 and Matilda and Godfrey faced opposition from the Norman barons, being unable to secure their claims. The throne was over being taken by its cousin Stephen of Blois, who had the support of the Catholic Church. Matilda invaded England in 1139 to take the kingdom by force, with the support of his half-brother Roberto Fitzroy of Curran, 1st Earl of Gloucester, my 29th grandfather, 4 times my grandfather, and his uncle the King David I of Scotland, while Godfrey focused his attention on the conquest of Normandy. Matilda's forces eventually could capture Stephen in 1141 at the Battle of Lincoln. However, his attempt to be crowned in Westminster's Abbey crashed by facing the opposition of the population of London. Matilda was forced to retreat and as a result, she was never declared Queen of England, being called in the place of Lady of the English. Roberto was captured in the same year during the Winchester Tumult, with Matilda agreeing to exchange him for Stephen. Matilda was surrounded at Oxford Castle by the king's forces that winter, having escaped overnight, crossing the Isis River. The war ended entering a stalemate, with Matilda controlling good part of the southwest of England, while Stephen was left with the southeast and centre of the country. Parts of the rest of the kingdom lay in the hands of independent local barons. Matilda returned to Normandy in 1148, who had been taken by her husband, leaving her eldest son to continue the campaign in England. Eventually, he made an agreement with Stephen and succeeded him on the throne, in 1154, as Henry II. Matilda established his court in Ardon and occupied himself with the administration of Normandy to the end of his life, acting on the name of his son when necessary. Matilda supported the church a lot, founding monasteries of the Order of Cister and becoming known for their piety. Matilda died September 10, 1167, and was initially buried at the altar of Bec Abbey. Family and descendancy. From the marriage of Matilda, Queen of England, to Godfrey V Plantagenet, Earl of Anjou, my 29th grandparents, 3 times my grandparents, were born. Henry II, King of England, married Leonor of Aquitaine, my 28th grandparents, 3 times my grandparents. Godfrey VI, Earl of Anjou and Nantes. William of Anjou, Earl of Poitou.